Welcome to Dateline Schools, a presentation of the St. Clair County Regional Educational Service Agency, with your host, Chris Troy.
Family fitness is so important in today's world. Lots of people spending most of their time during the week sitting behind a desk at work or on the couch at home. Well, there's an option to this sedentary lifestyle, and that's the Blue Water YMCA. My special guest all this week on Dateline Schools is YMCA COO Michelle Taylor, who'll give us a peek as to what's going on at the Y, as well as plans for the Y's future. Michelle, thanks a lot for being with us this week on Dateline School.
Thank you for having me.
So, did the Y have a successful summer? How did things go this summer?
Absolutely did. Between our group exercise classes over at McMorran, we had tons of people join us out there from the community and from our Y members joining us out there. And our summer camp went very well over at Garfield, so we were very excited about that.
Did you find these summer programs increased your membership here?
It absolutely did. With McMorran, we actually had over 800 people come and join us, so that was very exciting, and we had people join us after the fact with our gift certificates that we offered.
Michelle, what were some of the updates you guys did this summer? I know you did some work on the pool, and tell me what went on here this summer to improve your facilities.
Absolutely. So we did some work on our pool area, annual typical maintenance, draining the pool, cleaning everything out. And then we also did some updates on our slide platform to make sure it was a little bit more pleasing to the eye.
Now, you mentioned yoga over at McMorran, and I know there were some other summer programs like your camp program. How many of those programs carry over through the rest of the year here at the Y?
So our group exercise programs still carry over to the Y. We just can't be outside when it's a little chilly. So we still have our classes that we can work out with our folks. And then instead of summer camp, we still have our after-school programming for our young folks.
Michelle, what exactly is the Warm World Starts program?
So our Warm Up program is for our early childhood centers. We've got the Port Huron Center at the YMCA, and we just opened in the summer, June 19th, we opened our Eddy Child Care Center out in St. Clair.
Why did you expand to St. Clair? Did you really find there was a need down there?
So right now with the child care crisis, there's a need pretty much everywhere. So we did want to be able to provide some care out that way. We are still looking at possibilities of increasing our child care out here in Port Huron, but we wanted to make our footprint out in that space.
Now, you always hear about GSRP, the Great Start Readiness Program. Are you affiliated with that at all?
We are. We have our Port Huron location open right now. We're full with our 16 students and taking a look at the possibility of opening additional classrooms.
What kind of membership do you see come to these programs? I mean, obviously you said there's a shortage. What kind of numbers are we talking about?
In childcare in general, if we look at our infant and toddler classrooms, we've got a big wait list. We've got some openings in our older classrooms, but GSRP specifically, we've never had a problem with filling that. We've got all of our folks that if they're under income, they absolutely can take advantage of that free program.
And I guess that was going to be my next question is, who all can attend a program like yours?
So our program, we've got a tuition-based program that anybody is able to attend. We also work with families to apply for DHS to be able to get some of that support through the state. And we also offer financial assistance for those that need it if they can't afford the full tuition. For GSRP, they do have income standards, but we can work with families through that process to determine if they're eligible and help assist them again with going through the DHS process if they're not necessarily eligible with GSRP.
Now, is this a program also you work through RESA with?
Yes, absolutely. We partner with RESA.
Michelle, we talked about these programs that are outside, like the child care program. In order to be part of those, do you have to be a member of the Y?
Absolutely not. We've got our membership base, but then we've also got our program participants. So we've got a little bit of something for everybody.
Now, earlier this week, you mentioned the Worldwide Starts program, which is early child care, that you started in St. Clair. Do you see yourself reaching out to other communities in the area to start such a program there?
I absolutely do. Again, looking at our infants and toddlers, we've got such a big wait list that I think there is a need in the community, and we definitely want to be able to address that as we make our way forward.
Let's talk a little bit about your out-of-school programs. Can you explain what that is? You took a look on your website and saw out-of-school programs, and I thought, well, I'm really curious. Tell me about those.
Absolutely. So that's our catch program. And so what we do is we go to the school districts and we work with the school to be able to provide that. We bring our staffing into the school. We're there from 3 to 6 p.m. We do enrichment programming to offer different activities for the children. We do nutrition, education, and physical activity with them, and we bring our Y on the Fly program to that as well.
Is it only Port Huron that has these programs through the Y?
So we do offer it to the Port Huron area, but we also have a location in Kimball at Landmark, as well as Gardens Elementary in Marysville.
Now, Michelle, we've talked about your Warm World Starts program being down in St. Clair and around Port Huron. Do you have childcare here at the Y?
Yes, so our childcare program here in Port Huron is at the YMCA. It's in our childcare wing.
Tell me about an average day here for these kids. What time do they arrive? How long do they stay? Lunchtime, all the fun things you think. Tell me about a day here in childcare.
Absolutely. Well, each room is a little bit different because we offer from infants all the way up to 5 years before they go to kindergarten. But here at the Y, so we open at 6 a.m., we close at 6 p.m., and we start with the kiddos early in the morning, drop off, greeting families, getting to connect. Throughout the morning, there's different activities, music and movement. We do our house stations and things like that. For lunchtime, we do family style, so we sit around and we serve the kids and get to connect as well. And we also, in the afternoon, we go outside, we play in the gym, have some of that physical activity.
Now, the program you just described is held here at the Y, but what about those programs that are held at schools and other communities? What happens on a snow day?
Yes, absolutely. So our Catch Kids Club program is Monday through Friday in the schools in Port Huron, as well as Landmark in Kimball and Gardens in Marysville. But when the schools are closed due to the snow, we offer snow day camp at the YMCA. So that's from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you can get your kiddos here, we'll take care of them so you can still go to work and take care of your space.
So you said your kids can be dropped off. Is there any transportation available to any of these students to get to these programs?
Currently, we don't, but that's a great idea. So maybe we can work with the school district at some point.
Michelle, the Y's always been known for all these great after-school programs, homework studies, meals, and whatnot. What's going on here at the Y? Are these programs still around?
So we still have some of the capacity. So we do have our Catch Kids Club in the school districts from 3 to 6 p.m. to help support families until they get out of work. Here at the Y, we still have youth sports programming, our Y on the Fly, between the parties for Y on the Fly, and we go to the schools and bring our staff and equipment, and we visit local parks as well with Y on the Fly. We have swim lessons as well on Tuesday and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings.
Michelle, a lot of folks are listening to this interview, and despite all the opportunities that the Y offers that we've talked about this week, some may still be asking themselves, why should I join the Y? What would you say to them?
Here at the Y, it's more than just gym and swim, check in, check out. Here we like to connect with our members and our program participants and make sure that we're helping support them in achieving their goals. So here you really get a whole support system.
And for a family, it's really a great way, physical fitness is a great way to start young, isn't it?
Absolutely. Best way to spend time as a family is healthy habits and growing as a family.
And showing a good example as a parent?
Absolutely. It starts with us.
Well, I appreciate you being with us today and being here at the Y. It's such an amazing location. I know I'm a member myself, in fact, so it's always great to stop by. For Dateline Schools, I'm Chris Troy. Dateline Schools is a presentation of St. Clair County RESA.